Over the last few days, you may have seen a sensational headline floating around: uranium found in breast milk samples in Bihar. Shocking, right? But how scary is it really? Should mothers stop breastfeeding? So many doubts, so much of confusion. In this explainer from the Federal, we are cutting through the noise and giving you clear, science backed answers. A new study led by Mahavir Cancer Sansthan in Patna, along with AIIMS New Delhi and partner institutes, has detected traces of uranium in the breast milk of mothers from 6 districts in Bihar. Yes, uranium in breast milk samples. It sounds very alarming. We get it. And because this involves infants to the smallest, most vulnerable among us, is the worry that is very much understandable. But before you panic, let's break it down slowly. What exactly did the study find? How serious is it? What should mothers do? And what are doctors saying? Let's go step by step. So, the researchers tested breast milk samples from 40 lactating mothers aged 17 to 35. They were from 6 Bihar districts: Bhojpur, Samastipur, Begusarai, Khagaria, Katihar and Nalanda. And here comes the big point. Every single sample had detectable amounts of uranium, especially U-238. The researchers estimated that around 70% of the infants in the sample may potentially face non-carcinogenic risks like kidney development issues, neurological development delays, and effects on bone growth. And this is important. The study did not find any evidence of cancer risk at these levels. But what's causing traces of uranium to reach breast milk? The team points towards groundwater contamination. Most families depend on groundwater drinking and for cooking in Bihar. If water or soil gets contaminated through natural mineral leaching or even fertilizers, it can slowly enter the food chain and from there into the human body. Now, here is the tricky part. There is no official safe limit for uranium presence in breast milk. The World Health Organization does have limits for uranium in drinking water, but that doesn't automatically apply to breast milk. So, we are in a bit of gray zone. This is where we need the help of an expert to understand the issue completely. Gynecologist Shanti Ravindranath says two things very clearly.
Yeah, mother should be worried, but at the same time, the scientists have said that they can continue the breastfeeding, but that is very important because we need to titrate the today's available scientific knowledge and how it is going to affect all these things is yet to be studied. In that situation, let us not create anxiety, fear among the breastfeeding women because breastfeeding is very, very important for the baby, and it is not only nutrition, it is giving lot of immunoglobulins. Diseases are also can be protected from the immunoglobulins from the mother through the breast milk.
So basically, yes, the uranium finding is real, but do not stop breastfeeding. Doctors and the study authors both point out that the detected uranium levels are relatively low and we do not have the evidence of immediate harm. Meanwhile, the benefits of breastfeeding are proven huge and essential. Dr. Rabindranath also raises another valid point. Only 40 mothers were tested, and that's tiny figure. We need bigger, long-term studies to know the full picture, come across more districts, more population over longer periods.
They have told that we can use RO plant to give water to have the drinking water, and that's one way. The other way, they have to study from where it is coming because even 18 states have been studied in this before that. So, in that 151 districts have been affected. In that only 6 districts they have taken in Bihar. But Bihar is totally depends on groundwater for drinking purposes. And there are other states like Punjab and Gujarat also having these kind of issues which is more than safe level also. And so, it should be studied throughout the country on a different level. And there are some studies in Thoothukudi in Tamil Nadu also which says about it may be due to some other toxic thing like maybe fertilizers also. So, the whole sources from where the uranium is coming also to be studied.
So, what's the practical takeaway? What should moms living in these districts actually do? Keep breastfeeding, Stopping breastfeeding suddenly can be more harmful than the uranium levels currently detected. Use cleaner water if you live in a potentially affected area. Try to use filtered water with RO or other kinds of filtration that remove heavy metals for drinking and cooking. This reduces exposure. Authorities need to step up. Doctors say the state and central governments should launch larger long term studies, identify the exact source of contamination, and fix it, whether it's groundwater, soil, or fertilizer, or something else. Don't panic, but don't ignore this either. It's a warning signal, not an catastrophe, but definitely something that needs government level action. Think of this study as a wake up call and not a warning siren. It's telling us that pollutants in our environment can travel further into our bodies than we assume, even into something as vital and pure as breast milk. But it doesn't tell mothers to stop breastfeeding. It tells authorities to act immediately, and it tells us to stay informed. Thanks for watching the Federal's Explainer. If you are a new parent or breastfeeding mother, please do check with your doctor for personalized advice.